Hello lovelies, it is Brianna. How are you all doing today? I feel fabulous right now. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. Recently, I don't really know why, I guess everyone on the internet, around me at least, that I see on the internet, has been talking about the Little Mermaid a lot lately, and it's summertime, swimming, the beach, all that, So I've really been thinking about the Little Mermaid a lot. So I was trying to come up with some new videos because I needed to record, and I was playing around with makeup, and I kind of just came up with these two looks. I'm sorry I keep looking at the viewfinder. My camera was overheating a couple minutes ago, so I'm trying to make sure that it's not still doing that. Apologize. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I came up with these two looks and that are kind of inspired off the Little Mermaid. One is a nighttime look and one is a daytime look. And today is the first tutorial I'm going to put out, and it is the nighttime look. This is the nighttime look simply because it is, sorry about that. Nighttime look simply because it is a little more dramatic. It's a smoky eye. The inspiration comes mostly in the blues, and then, I don't know if you guys can see the inspiration, but I was inspired by the Little Mermaid when I did it. Anyway, if you guys want to know how I came up with this look, how I achieved this look, then just stay tuned. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit so that you can see what is going on. And I'm just going to start off by priming my lid, and for this I'm just using my e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. We're just going to apply this on the lid. And then I'm just going to use a clean finger to blend that in. I have gone ahead and done one eye just to make this process a little bit quicker. Okay, so now first things first, we're going to apply our black down. I know this might sound a little backwards based off some other tutorials, but I just prefer to do it this way. So I'm just using a nice fluffy brush like this. And I'm going to start out by going into this palette. This is the Shany or Shany, I'm not really sure how it's said. That probably is not at all right. I'm really bad with words. Anyway, and I'm just gonna go into this black right here. It is the very last color. And I'm just gonna pick up this color on my brush. And this is like not a very deep black, so we can be kind of messy with it. And I'm gonna look into my mirror over here, so if it looks like I'm looking weird, that's why you can't even see my fingers. This is bad. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this color and I'm gonna focus this color on the outer corner and blend it into the crease. So I'm just gonna lay it down. And then pick it up and drag it into the crease and just kind of blend it in. And this is we're just laying the color down for right now, so we don't need to worry about being too terribly neat. And since it is a smoky look, you do have some wiggle room for how neatly you apply it. If you can see where I'm focusing this color, I'm gonna continue to just kind of build this up with this color. Actually, because I've already done this eye, there's so much product on this brush, I don't think I'll have to build it up too much. But keep in mind when you're doing this, you are gonna have to build up the color, so you're just gonna keep working at it until it gets the color you want. So next I'm going to go in with a different brush, and this is just like a more stiff kind of pointed brush. And I'm going to go in, same palette, I'm going to go into a darker blue color, and I'm going to go into this blue right here. And any dark blue will work. And I'm just going to pick this up on my brush, just a little. These are very pigmented, so, and there's lots of fallout with them, so start with a little if you're using this palette. And this color, we're going to focus this color at the end of where this black ends, on the inside. I'm sorry, I can't like think and show you at the same time. We're gonna focus it here and like blending it out to about like right here, I would say. So you just want to kind of like blend these two colors together. What I like to do at first is just with the product on the brush, I just like to pat it where I'm gonna want it. And I'll take this color a little further back too sometimes. But I'm just going to pat this color where I want it to go. And then once I have it in the right spot, I'll go back in and I'll blend it out. Now, I did go on the other eye to darken up this, the outer corner, the black, which I didn't have to do this time. I did go into the Maybelline the Nudes palette and just a separate black. This one's just a little bit deeper of a color. So work with your colors, you know, if your color isn't being pigmented enough, find a different color to kind of blend it together. But we're just going to blend these two colors together. So now I'm going to go in with a little flat brush like so. And I'm going to go into a lighter blue color, and for this I'm going to be using this color right here. And I'm going to pick this up on my brush, and same concept as before. I'm going to kind of pat the color into place where I want it before I blend it out. And for this is going to be focused on the part of the lid that we haven't yet covered. So the inner, I'd say like the inner 1/3 maybe. And you want to blend these colors, all these colors together. So I'm just going to pat this on for right now. And then I'm going to go into a separate clean brush, a clean little fluffy brush like so. And I'm going to blend everything together. And then I'm just going to kind of perfect it from here, see what I want to do. Your fingers are always a great tool, so keep in mind that those are there. Sometimes brushes just don't do what you want, you know, so sometimes you gotta go in with your fingers, which is always fine. So now that I have my main colors down, I am going to deepen this black up, and I am going to go into the Maybelline the Nudes palette and then with a separate little stiff brush like so. I'm just going to pick up the black from here, and I'm going to work on deepening this color because I want this outer corner to be really dark. And I also do want to bring this into the crease. Sorry, I'm trying not to get my mirror in the way. And I know it looks a little messy, but that's okay. And so now that that is done, I'm going to once again just go back in and blend. And I do have a lot of fallout from this, but that's why I chose to do my eyes before I do my foundation, because I knew I was going to have fallout. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend all this out, and then I will put on some false lashes, which I'll show you the ones I'm using. They're really nothing special. I don't even know the brand, to be honest. This is what they look like though. You can see this. If it'll focus. They're just some really thick lashes. I went dramatic because it's a more dramatic look. So I'm just going to blend this out and put on my lashes and then meet you guys right back here. Okay, so we're going to move on to the face while I let the lash glue dry. It might seem a little weird that I'm putting lashes on before, like as one of the first steps, but I do have a good reason for it, and you'll see that at the end. But anyway, so we're gonna move into the face, and I'm going to be using my Younique Mineral Touch Foundation. I'm gonna try a new technique with this today. I always, you know, I bought it, I want to use it, so I'm gonna try to make this work. And I'm going to be just going in with a stiff face brush, there you go, like so. And I'm just going to be applying this, and I already put primer on. I'm wearing my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, one that I always wear. It's my favorite primer. I'm just going to get some drops of this on our brush. That's probably too many. That's okay. And I'm just going to apply this all over my face like so. I do have a video all about this foundation if you want to see. Okay, so I've applied this all over, and I have not gotten any color because that's my life story. So we still have the same issue we were having before when I used this, you know, obvious color change. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to go in with my Younique Mineral Touch Pressed Powder Foundation. This is the one that was originally too light for me. And I'm going to kind of pat this on over top of the foundation I currently have on. And see if I can, you know, get the perfect color. I honestly think that this will work. Let's try this again with a brush. This will probably work better. Yeah, this is definitely helping. It's definitely lightening the color up a little. And since this is a powder, you know, it feels, it's light. It doesn't make it feel like I'm wearing a ton of product on top of it, since it is just a powder. Okay, so that helped a lot. There's obviously still a color difference. It's definitely not as dramatic as before. Unfortunately, I'm just that pale, and when you're as pale as I am, it's practically impossible to color match foundation. Like, honestly, this is as close as I get any foundation. So that definitely helped. I'm glad that worked. I'm gonna move straight on into the rest of the face. So the first thing I wanna do is highlight under my eyes. Also, this will help get rid of some of that fallout. You could take a makeup wipe and remove it prior. I should have, I did not. That's my fault. I'm going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the color Fair. It's the concealer, like so. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, like that. And that is the only place I apply that. Sorry, I was about to do something else. And then I'm going to do classic highlighting that I normally do with my concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the number 15. We're gonna go down the nose, on the forehead, and chin. I actually probably didn't need to do that. And around the nose, like so. Because I have plenty of powder there, I didn't blend. And then I'm gonna go here on the sides of my face. I know this looks crazy. Anyway, it works, trust me. And I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, trusty beauty blender, and just blend all of the highlight out. Next step is contouring. But actually, let's not do contouring next. Let's set that concealer. My brush is breaking, oh no. So to set that concealer, I'm gonna go into the e.l.f. translucent powder. It looks like this. Mine is already a mess, because I'm a messy person. So I don't use the powder puff. I don't particularly care for the powder puff, and in some places it is really nice. And you know what? Nah. I'm not saying don't use the powder puff. The powder puff's nice. I just prefer brushes. So I'm gonna get a little product out, and whew, did you guys see that? That was a lot of dust. So this stuff can get everywhere. I'm gonna bake my concealer, so I am gonna put this on very heavily. Wet n Wild contouring palette, same one I always use. I get stuck on products, honestly. Like, when you find something that's just so good, I don't see the reason of getting rid of it. So this is in the color Dulce de Leche, and I'm gonna start out by dragging the color, putting it in place, contouring my cheeks, under my chin. Isn't that called something? I don't want to say it and be wrong. And then temple area. And then I'll go in with a smaller brush for my nose. And then contour the nose. Like so. Now I'm going to blend all of that contour color out, and I'm also going to blend away the concealer powder, and then we will continue on after that. Okay, before we get too far in and I forget, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows, and I just use an eyeshadow for this, and currently, because my hair is so dark, well, my hair's black right now, I'm going to go in with the black eyeshadow from the Maybelline the Nudes palette, and I'm just going to, there's powder all over this, I should have closed it. I'm just going to lightly fill in my eyebrows, nothing too dramatic. Eyebrows are done, and I'm gonna go back in, we're gonna finish with the eyes. I'm gonna go back into the big colorful palette from before. This is what it looks like if you guys want to see what the whole thing looks like. I got this from Walmart. It was actually a pretty good deal. I bought it online, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so back into this palette. I'm going to pick up this black that I used on a stiff little brush like so. Really tiny brush. And this is going to go, let me try to zoom you guys in. I always turn this the wrong way. This is going to go underneath. I'm gonna like, I'll just do it. You guys can watch. So does that make sense? I just want to connect these two colors and kind of drag this underneath my lower lash line. Those are the words I was looking for. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm going to highlight my brow bone and inner corner of my eye. I'm going to go in with this brush that I was using earlier for blending. It's clean now, I wiped it off. You just use whatever clean brush you have. And I'm going to stick to this palette. Actually, no, that's a lie. Just kidding. I'm going to go into the Disney The Villans palette, the Cast a Spell beauty book. And we're going to go into this color. This one right here. It's called Trickery. It's not an eyeshadow color. It's a blush color. Sorry, it's making weird noises. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put it here. This area to kind of blend together with my, or blend out the top of my eyeshadow like that. And now using my finger, a clean finger, only because I don't have the right brush near me that I want, I'm gonna go into the Maybelline the Nudes palette and into this really bright shimmery color right here, and I'm gonna pick it up on my finger. And I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone. And now for the inner corner, I'm going to go back into this Disney Villains Cast a Spell book. And I'm going to get the little pencil that's down here. This little cream pencil. It is in the color Vein. And it is just this really pretty gold. And I'm going to have my mirror. And I'm going to try to zoom you guys in so you can see. And this is why I put my lashes on first. Because these lashes have a really thick black band. And I wanted to make sure that this was visible, what I did with this. So I needed to know where my lashes were going to lay. I just felt like it was easier to do it this way. So I'm going to take this. And I'm going to put this on the inner corner. Almost as an eyeliner. And also bring it down here. I think you can barely see this on camera. It shows up a lot better in person. Plus the light's really bad because it's getting late. It's just a nice pop of gold. You don't have to do this. You can use just a regular shimmery highlight in the inner corners. In fact, I'm going to take my Maybelline the Nudes palette and in the gold color in this gold color. And with a different clean finger, and I'm going to pop this on top of that. So, no eyeliner, nothing like that. What I am going to do is I am going to go in with the e.l.f. Volume Plumping Mascara and just apply a coat of mascara. So now I'm going to go in and finish up with the face. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. blush in the color Shy. This is what it looks like. I don't want to do anything too terribly dramatic on the cheeks. Just a little bit of color. And I like this because it's a very light color. And then the final step for the face is highlighter. And I'm going to go in with a stippling brush like so. And into the Wet n Wild Megaglo Illuminating Palette. And I'm going to stick to my favorite two colors, these first two. And use this to highlight my cheekbones. I'm also going to run this center of the forehead. And back in with a smaller brush. I'm going to go down this first color, just the lightest shade, and highlight down my nose. And that is it for face. So the last step will be lips. I know normally you would want to kind of stick to a not so dramatic lip because this is such a dramatic eye, but I'm going to go crazy today. And I'm going to go into the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. This is in the color, I don't know, Addiction, I think that's what it's called, Addiction. This is what it looks like. It's a berry red. I have not worn this before, so this will be a new one for both of us. We'll see how this looks. I may regret this decision and might at the end of this video suggest that you go with a natural color, but we're gonna try it anyway. I don't have a lip liner, so there's that. But anyway, I'm just gonna put this on. Alright you guys, that is going to be it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. I'm really digging it actually. Like, I had no idea what lipstick I was going to wear prior to filming, but I just went with this one, and I actually kind of like the choice. I think it was a good selection. I definitely like the gold on the inner corner. I like that it pops and it's bright, and I think that this look is one you have to wear with dramatic lashes. Like, if you're going to be dramatic, let's just go all out. But anyway, this is, so like I said in the intro to this is the first video of 2. I will be recording a daytime Ariel Little Mermaid inspired look later on, and I'll be filming it and obviously putting it up for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos from me, and if you want to see the sequel to this look, then be sure to subscribe so that you can get the video when it comes up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will try to put in the description box everything that I used. If I don't, a lot of times I forget something. That's why I like to say it in the video. I like to say what I'm using because a lot of times I will forget to put something down below. If you guys like this video, like I said earlier, please give it a thumbs up. I hope to see you all again next week, and until then, have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.